and girlfriends of football players. She sent them all packages so they could like wear sweats and stuff and enjoy it. That was nice of her. Also of note, what you need to know is a lot of people came out saying, "Oh my gosh, she talked about me. She didn't talk about me." Blah blah blah. Not really important, but I do want you to know about Spotify. Spotify. She was the first. Let me get her up there. Taylor Swift was the first album ever to have over 300 million streams in one single day. That's a lot of streams. We've not heard from Kim. Kim has said nothing, which I don't blame her. I wouldn't say anything either. And there's a lot of great spoofs on there or out there. That's what you need to know about that. Let me know if you have any questions. Let's go to the next conversation. And I'm so excited to talk to you about this because I have strong feelings. You know I do. I want to show you something. This is a 22nd birthday cake. It's not showing. Here you go. There it is. Let me make it bigger so you can see it. You see that? It says Aries baby. And in parentheses, it says small, cursive, middle of cake. Now, a 22-year-old who her birthday was early this month, she went to Walmart. That was mistake number one. Oh, I like that. That works well. So she goes to Walmart to get a cake. She writes that she wants to say Aries baby, and in cursive, in parentheses, she says small, cursive, middle of cake. She and her friend go before the party to pick up the cake. They said, should we look at it? Like, no, I'm sure it's fine. I mean, it just needs to say Aries baby, not a big deal. So they're driving, and for some reason, the friend opens the cake. And she's like, why are there so many words on the cake? Is it supposed to say this? I know. I love that. This is one of those moments, but I love the fact that wait, I know I have a laugh track. I got to find it. Hold on. There it is. Wells is already laughing. So anyhow, they open the cake. She's like, why are there so many words on the cake? And they realize that they've made a mistake. So they go back to Walmart and they're like, hey, that's not what we wanted. We just wanted to say Aries baby. So they're like, okay. The cake decorator's like, okay. And they said, you don't have to make a new cake. Just like rub on top and fix the words. Cool. Okay. So as they're walking away, they hear the butcher say to the cake decorator, no, not that either. They turn back around only to discover, get a load of this, y'all. Because they wrote down the phone number and the name so they could call as soon as the cake was ready, the cake decorator had started to put that information on there. Where is this one? So they went back. They were still, yes. Well, so they go back. Like, okay, that's not what we wanted either. Yes, sorry, y'all down there. Hi, too, by the way. Good to see you. Welcome to the Rock Talk Show. And so what they did was they just wrote just Aries baby, and they wrote it in cursive in hopes that they would get it right. You know, I give my friend, I give Walmart a hard time all the time. I really do, and it's all founded. Give me one reason it's not founded, and you cannot find it because things like this. If you're a cake decorator, surely you know someone puts small cursive middle of cake out there. Thank you for the like, Sage House. I appreciate it. It means something like those are the directions of what to do with the cake. It does not mean put small cursive middle of cake. This is a problem with society. Think about this. We get so into doing, like, when you work a 9 to 5, like, oh, I've got to follow the rules. That you stop using your brain. Like, totally. If the cake decorator had thought for a second, oh, that doesn't make sense. She wants Aries baby in parentheses small cursive middle of cake on a cake. Huh? Maybe that's not right. We stop using our brains. I think maybe we're afraid to. Maybe this person at Walmart who works at Walmart is like afraid to because they could get in trouble if they don't follow the directions. I don't know. But it's reason a gajillion why I choose not to shop at Walmart. I have more reasons, and they're all very good and valid, but this is just, don't get a cake at Walmart at the very least, okay? Or make sure they understand what they're doing. You know, I can give Walmart a hard time forever. I can't help myself. They're just easy, and they drive me crazy every time I go in there. Okay, how many of you, hold on, let me get this music, because I'm wondering if you know this group before I put them on there. Hang on. Wait for it. It is worth it. Do you know who this is? I never get. Oh, do you know who they are? That would be the Spice Girls. They had a little bit of a reunion. Oh, okay. Can I just say they said they overpriced their meat. Back to Walmart really fast. They overpriced their meat. Now, yeah, you can file a claim. That is true. If you shopped at Walmart all the way up to January and bought any meat, they were messing with the scales, and they got in trouble for that. Okay, reason number 8, a gajillion. Just saying. Okay, do you know that group? The Spice Girls had a reunion. Yes, they did. Nadia, is that you in your picture? Oh, I didn't invite you. Sorry, person. They had a reunion because Posh Spice, also known as Victoria Beckham, turned 40. She had a 40th birthday in the UK this weekend, and they got back together and they sang the song "Stop." That is a picture of, if you're watching on Rock Talk Show on TikTok, that is actually a video, I should say, of Mr. Beckham, Mr. Posh Spice, literally getting them performing together. They performed "Stop." I had to play "Stop." I'm like, I couldn't remember. I don't know if that's the song I would have chosen. I would have chosen "To Become One." That's a good song. Why is Posh on crutches? I don't. Is she? I thought that was her daughter who came out in a crutch. Was that not her daughter? Okay, let me find out. Let's find out. Why is Posh on crutches? Also, people who were there. Tom Cruise. Thank you, Wells, so much for that. I appreciate that, Rose. Oh, she had an accident in February while working out at her home gym. And it was an accident. That's all we know, at her home gym. Okay, there you go. Good question. It was very stylish. She had one crutch and she kind of working it. For some reason thought it was somebody else. I thought surely that can't be her, but she performed. And so Tom Cruise was there. Eva Longoria was there. Posh Mondays. Posh Spice is 50 years old. I am telling you, the 50-year-old club is hot to trot, y'all. Come on now. If you're getting near 50 or you are 50, you are in good company. Happy birthday, Posh. I would have loved to be at that party just for the one song they sang together. I don't need to see Tom Cruise. My husband would like to see Tom Cruise. I'm good on that. Okay, before we get into some news of some more wild news going on, I want to tell you a story, and I actually want your opinion on it, and I almost didn't bring it up, but I'm going to. Okay, so this weekend, I got a message from someone who's close to me, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, I've been watching your stuff on TikTok, and I really love someone else's. I can't make this up. I've been watching all your stuff, and you know who I love? If someone said that to you, how would you take that? Like, I've been watching your stuff, and I really love the other person. Not that we're in competition. I love the other person, but I was like, ooh, that kind of cut like a knife. That kind of didn't feel very good. It reminded me of something. It is so easy to sit on the sidelines and not be on social media, for real. And what I mean by sitting on the sidelines, people who don't create any content, people who don't go live, people who just consume the content. It's like someone who doesn't cook, but then complains about the food. You know what I'm saying? I should collab with, no, but see, the thing is like, it was a close personal person to me who said that. It's not even about collabing. It's about, oh, this was your way of saying, you're not as good as so-and-so. And it's like, I don't want to be as good as so-and-so. This so-and-so, who is also a dear friend of mine, is light years ahead of me in this space. And not only if you can be ahead or behind, lightways on her journey, and is doing content that I don't want to do, that she's great at, I'm not. But for someone close to me to say, oh, I love their content, I'm like, could you have just not said anything? Because y'all, and the reason I bring this up, and I was kind of cautious because I'm like, well, but it's live, and I don't think that person is watching it now. But I'm not going to look at the names to find out. Here's the thing, because I don't want to hurt that person. But here's the thing. It is so very easy to critique. It is so easy to Monday morning quarterback. We watch football games and say, they should have done that. They should have grabbed that. You should have caught that pass. I learned in college, because I was in an all-guys fraternity. I was the first woman ever to be in an all-guys fraternity. Do that math. Very interesting. So I couldn't play any sports, which is fine because I didn't want to. But they had like intramural softball. And so they were like, "Hey, Rock, why don't you learn how to keep book?" I'm like, "Okay, that was fun." So I go to the game because I didn't want to be like the girlfriends and like do that thing. So I kept book and I learned how to keep book, and I would give errors all the time. And I was like, "That's an error on our team." Like, why? And I'm like, "Because you should have caught that." I've never played softball. What the heck do I know? When someone literally sits on the sidelines, doesn't create video, doesn't go live, and then wants to critique you or me or us, good to see you, lipstick is my love language. We got to take a moment, and we've got like, it hurts because that person is very close to me. So that like hurt, like, ooh, ee, ee. But at the same time, I have to weight that like a graded weighting scale in law school or in school when they grade on a curve. If someone does not get out there and actually do the thing, they don't play the sport, they're not a content creator, they don't have a business, they're not on social except for to watch and consume, we cannot give them license to tell us what we should or should not be doing. Can I get an amen? Or your version of an amen? Like, I wanted to say this while we're all together and before I say bye to the tube, because my thing is this. If we sit there and we try and please what we think certain people who don't even know how to do it say we should be doing, first of all, we're not going to be original and we're not going to be uniquely ourselves, and we won't have the room to spread our wings and prepare to fly because we will become a butterfly. Those are some of our best lines, honestly. It's beautiful. And we won't perform. We won't do the thing. I started this show knowing a couple things. First of all, my hair desperately needs to get done, and I'm well aware of it. And I'm so excited because it's happening. I didn't have a background. It was a white wall. Listen, Brandy Crump just came in home, Mama 3. We're gonna give her some high fives. I was talking about you earlier because she was on for the better part of 2 hours with me, working on, hey, how do I do this? What do y'all think I should do? If I waited for a perfect microphone, I'm so glad you love it. Thank you. Seriously. And please tell Maisie I said thank you so much too. If we waited for the perfect, we would never get anything done. And that's what a lot of the people who sit on the sidelines do. Oh, it's not going to be right. I can't do it. Oh no, it won't be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. You know who we're endeared to the most? People that are relatable, and people were able to see their beginning and beyond their journey. So you can do two things. You can decide to sit and wait and not do the thing, right? I'm not going to go live. I'm not going to create content. I'm not going to put myself out there. I'm not going to open my store. I'm not going to. Or just get it out there and do it. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the good morning. Cup of coffee for me. Thank you. Y'all, we can do this. But I'm going to tell you right now, when I heard what I heard from the person I heard it from, I could have just stopped. I haven't even told my husband because if I tell him, he'll be very upset. Because it was just like, you're like, oh, and I don't want him to think anything of that person. But I did tell my sister, and she was like, are you serious? I'm like, yep, that was said. The mean girl attitude, even though I don't know what that person, I don't know their intention, and it actually doesn't matter because they're not putting themselves out there on a regular basis. Now, don't get me wrong. Someone can consume and have an opinion about what they like and what they don't like. I'm not saying that. But to critique and assume that and insinuate that someone's not doing a good job, you put your butt out there. Yeah, exactly. Mean people just don't stress it. That is so true, Boss Mom. But I want to remind y'all that sometimes the mean people are very close to you. And I want to remind you of that because I want you, not for you to be mean to them or not. I want you to just, when they say something, don't give it a Walmart scale where it's heavier than it should be and you're paying extra for the meat. Okay, don't be Walmart. Don't be a Walmart scale. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Instead, give it just a little sprinkling. Honor the fact that they cared enough to talk to you and you keep it moving. Because truly, if you don't do that, it's going to stop you in your growth. You're going to have days, you're going to have moments. I have days and moments when I'm up on this platform, I'm like, there is nobody watching. There is nobody interested. But I'm going to keep going, and I hope you do as well, too. Because, hi, Carla. Sage House, thank you so much. Ooh, she gave me 4. Well, I'm going to do another one. Oh. Thank you for the heart puff. I appreciate y'all. Okay? So I needed to say that to you, and I needed everyone to hear that because I know that we're all on this journey and we all have something we're desiring to do, or we stuck our little baby toe out and we want to do it and we're definitely afraid. Wellesley's here live. Wellesley just got to 1,000 or to 800. She might be 1,000. I don't know. Anyhow, she can now go live. And I'm like, when are you go live? She's like, I'm scared. I want it to be perfect. Bump that. It's never going to be perfect for everyone. You just get out there and do it. And boy, 1,300. Okay, I'm afraid of you. I know you were sharing some rooms with me yesterday. I was like, oh, there she is. By the way, once we get off the tube, I've got some talk information that I learned yesterday about these rooms we're in. So y'all will stick around for that. Okay. So before we say goodbye to the tube, I have a little bit more news out there to share, and then we'll continue this part A. It is Earth Day, don't forget. So listen, look at these people here. There were a couple pictures out there about, and it was funny because most of these pictures had Mary J. Blige, they had Cher, and they had Ozzy Osbourne. Ooh, I knew there. And I was like, there's got to be a better one. Oh, you can't hear the sound. You can't hear me? Okay, hold on. Oh, y'all, I am not, oh my goodness. It is a Monday. Hello, I never plugged in the microphone. I mean, oh my goodness. Okay, hang on. So I have this pretty mic and nothing's happening. Hold on. This is for Boss Mom. This is for Wellesley. This is for Sage. And anyone else I forgot. This was for the person who said my stuff stunk. This was applause for Boss Mom. This was Wellesley at 1,300. If ever y'all don't hear sound effects, y'all need to tell me because you know that's not intentional. Unless it's usually they need to be sounding. So sorry about that. Okay. All right. Now that you have beautiful sound, you're like, oh, now she sounds so much better. These people we're looking at right here, Cher, Mariah Carey, and Mary J. Blige, and Ozzy Osbourne. What do they all have in common? Anybody know? You're not forced to know. I'll tell you. Brandon Joe, hey you. We became friends yesterday in a room. I remember that. Okay, check a load of this. They, as well as A Tribe Called Quest and Foreigner. Isn't Foreigner like, I've been waiting? Isn't that Foreigner? For a girl like you. Oh, that's a good. Dave Matthews Band. Remember when they were hot? Oh my goodness. Peter Frampton, Kool and the Gang. They've all been nominated to the Hall of Fame. And here's what I find interesting about this, okay? I find it very interesting. In order to be eligible to be in the Hall of Fame, I gotta, hang on, y'all. I like all these windows, but man, oh man. Give me a second. Okay, we can carry on. In order to be in the Hall of Fame, you have to be, your first commercial recording has to be 25 or more years ago, or by 1999. Here's my one thing about this, and I'm excited for all of them, and I hope they all get in and what, blah, blah, blah. How is it that Cher, who had I Got You Babe in the 70s, is only now, she's a first-time nominee, y'all. Did we forget about Cher? Because Cher is not forgotten about us. The woman, I believe, sleeps in a cryo chamber. I don't know that. This is a rumor. But the way she looks, as good as she looks, I'm like, I'm here for it. And I'm happy for Mariah Carey because as wild as she is, she's very talented. Just saying. Okay, if you're on YouTube, didn't mean to say that. If you're on the tube, what I want to remind you is this. You need to get my email. My free email templates are going away in like less than 10 days, if I did the math right. So you need to go and grab them. The link is in the chat. If you want to come hang out with us, we've got more convo going on the Tiki Talkie. Go to Rock Talk Show. It's about to be bumping. See y'all later, YouTube. Oh, I said it again. Y'all, why am I saying that? We're not supposed to say that word. Oh, well, I did. I said it.